Hello and welcome back to the DIY Nanny channel. Today I'm crafting for a 1-year-old that her family is obsessed with Bread's Bakery. More on that later, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the DIY Nanny channel. I craft here for kids in the playroom, especially in the play kitchen. You can check out the rest of my videos, and if you like them, please like and subscribe. Now let's begin. So like I said, I'm crafting for a 1-year-old, actually for her birthday, her first birthday, and her mom loves ordering food from Bread's Bakery. It's an Israeli-based bakery that have stores here in New York, and we order breads and salads and stuff from them, and especially the Babka, which is delicious, but my idea actually started with the bag. So every time we order from there, the little baby loved playing with the bag, and I'm assuming she would love playing with any bag or box for that matter, like every baby. But because we have that bag, I kind of watch her walking around with the Bread's Bakery bag and putting her toys in. And then I was thinking, I can make like a smaller, adorable version of it, and it will be so cute. Also, it would be kind of a wink to the family because they love ordering from it. So this is what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna start with the bag, and then obviously I have to make some yummy things to put inside. Not sure yet what I'm picking. I'm thinking definitely the babka, but I don't know how to do it. I have some ideas. We're gonna figure it out, but we're gonna start with the bag. So I was looking online for a fabric for the bag, and then I remembered that I have old curtains in my house that kind of match the color. They do look like a paper bag in a way. At first I was like, am I gonna ruin those curtains for a craft project? But they were like sitting on my shelf. This is my old curtains from my bedroom, so I was like, it's a fabric and I'm not gonna use it to hang it on windows, so I might as well. So this is what I'm gonna use, an old curtains. For the handles, I have red fabric, thankfully, so I didn't need to buy anything for this project. And for the branding on the bag, I'm gonna use obviously my Cricut with some iron-on, and I do have red. So technically I have everything that I need, which is always perfect for a crafting project. I'm gonna try and figure out the size. Obviously I want to make it smaller, so it's gonna be cute. And in the future, when she'll have like a play kitchen and stuff like that, that it will kind of be in the right kind of measurements and size for playing in the play kitchen. I'm gonna take a piece of paper and figure out the sizing and make kind of a stencil for it and a pattern, and we're gonna start. Starting with the straps here, I've made a pipe and I'm gonna flip it and then fill it. So I figured out the size of the bag that I wanted and cut 2 pieces for the sides. Then to connect the straps, I'm just gonna connect it to one of the pieces and then sew it in between the 2 pieces. Then when I flip it, it's out there. So to make the bag sturdy and stand up, I'm actually using an actual shopping bag to insert between the 2 pieces, and I'm also gonna make a piece to insert to the bottom. So I stitched the 2 sides of the bag together, so now it looks like this, and I put the piece of the bag that I cut inside. this is gonna be the bottom. It also have this for stability, the bag. The longer part supposed to be with the handles. So I'm gonna stitch it like this together. This is gonna be the wrong side as you see here. And then we're gonna have a bag. So I'm gonna stitch the bottom now all around the bag. All right, so I stitched the bottom. This is the bag. Obviously this is gonna be the part that you see outside, but because it's falling apart here already, I'm gonna go over with a bias tape. It's gonna be inside, so it's not gonna be as visible, but I want it to hold on, so I'm gonna do that. So the bag is ready. It's standing up like I wanted it, and it's actually really cute because of the bag inside, it's making this noise, which I think she also gonna like. So now to finish up the bag, I'm gonna print, cut the design on my Cricut maker and iron it to the bag, and that's it for the bag. So a little hiccup, while I was putting the first one on, I realized the plastic bag that I inserted is melting, which is something I kind of thought about when I was inserting it, but then I was just like, we'll see. I don't know why. Anyway, I opened it up, took it out. This is what happened to it from the heat, obviously. And I'm gonna iron the rest of them like this, then cut a new plastic bag, insert it in, close it, and then we'll have a bag. All right, the bag is ready and not without hiccups. That's what I love about crafting, that you learn things on the way. If I'll have to do this bag again now, I know first not to put the insert before I'm ironing, and also the fabric of the curtain, the string kept coming out and it was a nightmare to put the bias tape around. So now I know that if I'll have to do it again, I will take a different approach with the sewing of this whole bag. But it's ready, it's beautiful, and we're gonna move on to things we're gonna put inside. So the first thing I think I'm gonna do is bread. It's the simplest thing ever. I've made baguette before and breads before for the play kitchen. I think this time actually, I used to make like cut a hole for the bottom piece to show in kind of like the marking of the bread. I think this time I'm gonna cut a little cut and try to maneuver the fabric so it would look a bit more natural. I don't know, I'll try and see what happens. But it's pretty simple. I'm gonna do it on the sewing machine, so it's gonna take few minutes, I guess. And then we can figure out the babka, because I'm doing a babka. I'm not sure how, but let's make the bread and then we'll figure it out. Okay, we have the bread's bag, we have the bread's bread. Now it's time for the babka. And I was afraid of this one because while I was making everything else, I was kind of thinking in my head how to approach it. And I was thinking about how you make an actual babka. When you have the dough, you roll it, you cut it to see kind of the lines of chocolate and dough, and then you braid it. But obviously felt doesn't act like an actual dough. So I was thinking, how can I create it with felt? My first thought was to actually just cut strings of the felt, kind of have like a bunch of them together, and either sew it on the bottom or glue it, and then I can kind of braid two of them together, two of these packs of string. But with my experience with making kind of whipped cream from felt and stuff like that, I know that if you put the felt without filling it with something, that it's not gonna stand up. When I braid it, it's probably gonna push, the pieces will push each other and they're gonna lay flat, and when the kids play with that, it's also gonna kind of ruin the whole aesthetic of it. So I had to think about a different way, and then I was remembering that I made challahs before. I'm gonna link it here. I made 2 challahs for the playroom, and when I did that, I just made like 3 ropes of felt that I filled with filling, so they had kind of a structure. And in this case, I actually left them open. I sewed it only at the top so the kids can practice braiding it, and it's kind of cute. And you have like Velcro at the bottom that you can stick it together so you can make your own challah. But it actually took like a nice shape when it was like filled with filling. So I was thinking of doing the same thing here. I only need 2 ropes for the babka. That's how you usually make babkas. And then I was thinking about how to make the design on top, and I thought of going with the simplest method and just sew strings on top. And this is what I'm gonna do. So I have 3 colors here. I think this one is gonna be my base because it's the lightest one, and I'm gonna make a little piece that I'm gonna flip and fill, and I'm gonna sew in pieces of these colors on top, so it's gonna be kind of different shades of brown that will be the chocolate and the dough after you bake it. I think first I'm gonna do the string because it will be easier to sew it when it's open, and then kind of close it, sew it in the machine, and flip it, fill it, and then we'll see how it reacts when I try to braid 2 of them. I hope it's gonna work. This is the plan for now, and if not, I'll come here with another plan, but I think it's gonna work. So let's go make a babka. So now that I stitched it like this over here. I'm gonna try and wrap it around as nicely as I can and make sure the opening of this one goes under, and then I'll stitch it. So hopefully it will align and look like a babka. It does look like it, which is very cute. So this is what it's gonna be like. I'll stitch this to this bottom, and then I'll play with it a little bit, move in the fillings and push things around for it to like stay straight. Alright, so basically I'm done. I am gonna add to this gift a little birthday cake from felt, but it's gonna be a replica of her actual birthday cake, so I'm gonna keep it for another video, and this one is gonna be the Bread's Bakery video. So let's go check it out, and I'll see you on the next one.